Say hello to Traveler-san. Through the creative use of game mechanics, and at times glitches, we're on a quest to see just how much of Genshin Impact can be completed using only the Traveler. And we sometimes... we pretty much always break things. If you enjoyed the series, do make sure to like and subscribe. It helps Traveler-san out a lot. It hurts to see. So much. Almost 3 years of adventuring under the challenge of no stamina upgrades. An adventure I truly wish I could continue, but the 5.0 update forces me to max stamina because I had leveled Statues of the Seven. A real bummer, but I guess we shouldn't dwell on it. Natlan is here after all, and beyond that horizon is a whole new adventure. This forced stamina thing? That's the worst of it out of the way. Natlan, Traveler-san is ready for whatever you're throwing his way. Oh, we're doing this again, are we? Just the other day, that Shenyu Veil lady kidnapped me while I was exploring Fontaine. How does that even work? So this dinosaur is fighting rift wolves. Wow, look at them go. The dinosaur is invincible, so doubt they'll lose. Me and this deer have front row seats to quite the epic battle. What the heck? Being invincible wasn't enough, so the dinosaur had to go and heal to full HP too? And now it's dead immediately after the battle? What happened? You literally just healed! They're making me use the Saurian transformation here. Kinda thinking it'd be nice to try Natlan without them after this. They took away my default stamina. Gotta find something else to torture, challenge myself with. Screw it, let's give it a go. Probably won't stick, but we'll see. A name, huh? What's wrong with your default name? Default stuff is good. Okay, no spaces. I got you then. Really? One letter shy. Tepetlosaur. Tepet. Tepe? Tepe? Tepe-san. No, Tepe-tan. Yeah. This one's for you, brother. Aw, poor Kachina, ditched by her teammates. Wait a minute, I don't know if I like where this is going. For a moment, it sounded like she was going to join my...
Hello, I'm Kachina, a member of the Children of Echoes.
No, that did not just happen. Natlan, stop, please. My beautiful character roster expanded and automatically added to my party? Be gone! I have fury, and it must be quelled. It's time for some Starfell Sword bullying. Where are you running off to, Kachina? Oh, you want to go that way? Too bad! Where's she going? I thought for sure she'd just run against Starfell Sword until it broke. Is she trying to find an alternate path? Well, okay. Let's see what's down here. Oh my gosh, is that water? Please, oh please, for the sake of sweet revenge, let me find some that's just a little deeper.
But I wanted to become a warrior instead.
Huh? She's going back? That must mean those Starfell Swords broke. Too bad again, Kachina. Am I being too mean? Nah, this is justice. How can it be cruel? And now you're stuck. I guess the game gave up and teleported her to the next quest location. But certainly, you didn't think that was enough. Round 2, Kachina. Run, run. Okay. That's actually impressive. Why do you need Turbo Twirly when you can literally jog on cliff sides? Surprise, surprise, no Pyro Traveler. Suppose Animo will be fulfilling that role for the foreseeable future still. Man, wouldn't it be sweet if we could switch Traveler's element like that on the fly? There's been a lot of dialogue already, and this nation has ruined my beautiful account twice now. But all this talk of a tournament, I'm willing to forgive everything if Natlan serves up some tough battles. Traveler-san is itching for a fight. Give me some baddies to pulverize, follow him up with some elites, and then heck, in the grand finals, we'll take down the Archon and seize the power of Pyro for ourselves. Since that seems to be how the system works around here. Might that be how we're gonna get pyro abilities later on? Is Traveler about to ascend to Archonhood? Dang, that'd be. What do you mean only Natlan natives can enter? Genshin is benching the Traveler? You cannot be serious. Well then, say hello to Kachina-chan. Through the creative use of game mechanics, and at times glitches, we're on a quest to see just how much a Genshin Impact can be completed using only Kachina. And we sometimes... No, it's all wrong! Oh my gosh, Natlan, that's 3 strikes. My stamina, my character roster, forcing me to play as other characters. You're out. Nothing I can do about it, so let's just get it done and over with. Why are these guys out of bounds? If I try going out of bounds, the announcer yells at me. That's odd. So if I try walking, the announcer barrier, aka the Paimon barrier, forces me back. But if I glide into it, it'll push me farther out. This only works on the south side of the map. There happens to be a statue of the 7 in this direction. Will anything happen if I interact with it?
You're currently heading out of bounds.
Nope. Doesn't give the option. Was worth a try. Nope. No Saurians. I refuse. Let's climb up the old-fashioned way. They put a barrier up top. Huh. It's a one-way barrier, so I guess no problem. There he is, Traveler-san, my dear friend. We will be reunited right after I go back into Kachina-chan mode and clear these boss battles. Boss battles that I must admit are really cool. Except for the first one. Isn't this the same chainsaw guy we fought a moment ago? Actually, I let the Hilly Churls beat him up. So I suppose I didn't really fight him. Alright, let's see how strong Kachina-chan is. What? I'm bullying her? What are you talking about? This has nothing to do with sweet, sweet revenge. Kachina just has this cool ability where the enemy doesn't heal after she falls, so you can simply mash the attack button to win. The second boss is where things heat up and cool down. What a unique concept for a boss fight. Really highlights Kachina's abilities. I mean, you can absolutely clear it without ever using said abilities, but that's beside the point. Does this attack go on forever? I think it does. What if I plunge attack her? Oh my gosh, it works. Never mind, the boss has a damage cap. And with that, the thrilling adventure of Kachina-chan is at an end. We're about to have control of the Traveler back, but if I may, I'd like to ponder for a moment how it is that Moalani is the 5-star instead of Kachina. From gameplay to story, it doesn't add up. Kachina clearly has the spotlight, so... whatever. Point is, Kachina, you're actually cool. Welcome to the default roster. Enjoy your time chilling with Kaya, Amber, and Lisa. Finally, a fight! We have to save the people of the springs, and I know exactly how to do that. Let me explain. They're called People of the Springs. With a name like that, they have to be good swimmers. And do you know what aren't good swimmers? Monsters. As in the monsters of the abyss attacking at this very moment. Do you follow? If I push the people into the springs, these monsters that can't swim won't be able to get them. And if the monsters try, they'll die. Because that's just how deep water works into that. You fools! Don't try and fight. Here, come with me into the water. You'll be safe. There we go. One person rescued. Where'd the second one go? That lady was just fighting the monster there. Yeah, I'm confused too, buddy. Come one, come all, and enjoy the hot springs. Another citizen saved. Do you think Jet would approve of my methods here? I think she would. Uh-oh, Geo might not be the best option for Abyss Pylons. That's gonna take so much elemental application. I guess it's a good thing R5 Amenoma Kageyuchi is giving me my burst back quickly. Betting Animo Traveler would wipe these out in a few seconds, given the crazy application their skill and burst have. Now, how did that fella get up there? That's good though, one less enemy to evade. Yay! We've saved the people of the springs. Traveler-san is such a good hero. You've probably noticed that the enemies are extremely high levels, while my traveler is a very low level. This is because I increased my world level to meet the Fontaine Archon quest requirements, and I just never level up my traveler. Turns out I didn't have to do that, because they announced a quick start for the Natlan quest. But we're here now, and I must say the excruciating difficulty is a nice change of pace. Maybe it'll break me in a few episodes and I'll finally level up Traveler-san. It's made me appreciate the game's food system, something I've barely touched on my main account. I've made sure to stock up on food and potions, and with preparations complete, let us get serious as we delve into the final domain of the Natlan Archon Quest's second act. Usually, this is the part where I completely break the domain and skip to the end. But seeing as I have no prior knowledge of this domain because I'm experiencing Natlan's Archon Quest first on Traveler-san, let's challenge it normally. Minus Saurians. I don't need help from some silly dinosaurs. Right? Can I walk on this rope? Nope. But Starfell Sword can attach to it, so that'll do the trick and get me over these gaps that they expected players to use the Yoshi-looking dinosaur for. Starfell Sword, folks, the most versatile skill in the game. I count 4 enemies, maybe a little divide and conquer, or I can use this cliff. That might be even better. Nah, there's land down there. Did a ton of damage, but no, the cliff won't work.
Dust. Terra Smash.
That's the last of them? Oh no. This is one of those shark Saurians, isn't it? That's nothing Starfell Sword can't handle? Please, surely you didn't think this measly 180-meter gap would break my will. But this camera angle might. This is straight up terrible. I can aim Starfell Sword to momentarily return to a normal perspective, but this isn't going to work. I need another path.
Terra Smash. Terra Smash.
What is Starfell Sword attaching to? Invisible walls, duh. This'll do nicely. And touchdown.
Quick.
This enemy mob again. All right. Aw, man. Please tell me I got both Tepetlosaurs before falling. Why, yes. Each time I fall here, I have to cross the gap with Starfell Sword. This is so fun. Everyone should experience the joy of playing Genshin Impact like this. The way it was truly meant to be played.
Terra Smash. Terra Smash. Quick.
That's the Abyss Mage down, door open, and the quest marker is on the dig spot. That could be a deal breaker for my whole no Saurian challenge. Let's Starfell Sword over to the next door to be certain. Quests are known to sometimes update and skip steps, if the player reaches the next step's trigger. Just like that. Beautiful.
Terra Smash!
Oh dear, this is gonna be a long one.
Terra Smash! To dust!
If I ever had to fight multiple law churls simultaneously again, like I did back in Golden Apple Archipelago, boy am I ever so screwed if there aren't cliffs around. That law churl took 7.5 minutes to defeat. Break this with Geo, scale the wall with Starfell Sword, and that's a wrap. What a tough domain. Was not expecting it to not be over yet. Holy heck, these phantoms can pretty much two-shot me. Dude, save me with your shield. Now that I look back on this while editing the video, I bet I could have also evaded the phantoms by standing inside Starfell Sword. Such a great skill. Bro, why'd you dispel your shield when there's one right there? No! This second half is all about fighting. Few mobs of Rift Wolves, Saurians, etc., leading up to a Pyro Abyss Lector. So that's why they had Hydro listed as a recommended element. I'm fairly certain Geo can deal with every element of these guys, so it shouldn't be an issue. It'll take a while, but what's a long dungeon without an equally long boss battle? Bit concerned because I'm low on healing food. Never mind. We're back to not being allowed to play as the Traveler. That's anticlimactic.
I guess it is what it is.
And with that, we've somehow cleared the first 2 acts of Natlan's Archon quest, using only the Traveler, and without any aid from Saurians. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Traveler-san. Do make sure to subscribe to keep up with the series, and follow me on Twitter at Moosashi for sneak peeks. This is Moosashi, and Traveler-san, signing off. Till next time.